Hello everybody, RK here, and before we begin I wanted to tell y'all that we have memberships going on now. Woo! We only have 2 tiers. We have Me and the Boys for $2.99 a month, where you can get access to all of our videos once they're out, instead of every Saturday of every week. We also will have some teasers and behind the scenes photos that you guys will see ahead of time before everybody on the Discord does. Our other tier is Ichabod's Pals, and on top of all the other stuff you have with Me and the Boys, you also get some scrapped videos that I just could not post. And go! Hey guys, so I got this fortune cookie, and fun fact, you have to eat the cookie for your fortune to come true. As well as being able to help vote for what projects we do in the future, like maybe FNAF Season 3, but also maybe like a Fan of the Opera series, or maybe even like an anime or something like that. I don't know. Your choice. Go check them out. We made sure they were affordable for everybody, and we got some cool stuff in store for you guys, so make sure you check that out and enjoy the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Indescribable channel. I'm RK, and we are back at it at a director's commentary of Five Nights at Freddy's the series, episodes, Season 1, Episode 2 and 3 today. I'm recording this one and Episode 1 back to back, and so I'm just going to assume you guys absolutely love it and asked so many questions. I won't find, you probably won't get an answer until the next video. Hi, for those of you that haven't noticed yet, parts 1 and 2 of this series was recorded in April of this year, and I completely forgot about this series, and so the rest of the series will be done relatively recently, so don't worry about it too much. We didn't have a lot of questions just yet, just because we record these a little bit ahead of time, but one of our members who saw this when it first came out, Random7 Films, thank you for being a member, might have found the song that I was mentioning in Episode 1 with the music box. I looked it up, and it is pretty similar. It is not the exact, it is the same music, but it's not in a music box theme, and so I will say for now, we found it. Thank you so much, Random7 Films. Other than that, nothing new has popped up, and back to the video. But yeah, the magic of recording everything in one day and for the next few weeks. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I have anything to say before going into this. This was the, so when we did Episode 1, I came in with the idea of, we'll just do every episode, like one episode every few months or so, and something like that. But then, COVID hit. Whoa! Because I was doing this, I started in 2019 and I've been doing it until literally last year of 2024. So yeah, COVID hit at this point. And then I was like, you know what, it'd be a lot easier to just shoot everything at once and then just post everything every few months, which made a lot more sense. And so we did that. We wrote up episodes 2 and I wrote episodes 2 and 3 together, which is why we're going to group them in the same video, because it's the same era of me working on this show. But yeah, I think at this phase of stuff, I was sophomore going into my, I was a sophomore going into my, what was it? COVID happened when I was a sophomore, and then I was going into my junior year. So yeah, junior year, I would have been working on some other stuff. I would be working on the pilot of the anime I'm trying to work on, Kokotoso. Check that out right here. I think so, yeah, right here. And then we were working on a show that ended up getting lost to time when the channel got hacked, called The Adventures of Don Quixote. It is basically based off one of my favorite stories of all time, the story of Don Quixote, and I really want to do that again. Actually do it. One day we will. Let me know in the comments if you want to actually see that. But yeah, and so the main thing was, like, we were actually getting into doing everything together, and this is when we had to be like, okay, this is the full extent of, this is the story we have set up. We have our lore all straightened out for this show and stuff like that. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. Oh yeah, no. The first thing, we had Josiah. I'm so sorry, but we are gonna look. We are gonna look at. I don't know. I think I asked him to wear short socks to make it look like he was just barefoot in dress shoes, just to make him look not all there. If that makes sense, I think that's what happened. If not, I'm just gonna cut this out so it's not like me looking at someone's legs. These are the paper he's looking through are scans from Showbiz Pizza documents. You can find some on their website. I'll probably link it in the description. The website that I went to. This shot took I think 20 minutes to get them actually to the bottle. We just ended up opening the bottles. And then
just looking over some
look it off that way. This is when we'll make it look a bit better for what I can. How's the quality? Yeah, the quality's still bad. Oh well. No, this was at this point, like I was saying, like this is when we're like, oh, we're getting into swing of how the show is going to play out, how everything's going to look, how everything's going to feel, and so we specifically the main thing is just the looks of Henry and William this is their look until the bite of 83, and then as they progress into the second arc of the season, which we're going to see soon, they're going to have a costume change basically. I think Afton has his design basically from episode 1. I think he had a black vest. I'm doing this not that far apart of recording these videos, so I really should remember. I think he had a black vest. But yeah, we're getting the tone of how everything looks. Yeah. Sure. I have that couch still. That's my favorite couch. It's at my grandparents' house now. And then once again, we're seeing the Susie stuff that happened.
Then we have this one. This one was more of a kind of.
This is all improv, obviously. As I said, we did an opening scene.
Don't know why he has a fish.
Because we didn't have one. Did we have one?
This one.
I don't. This one I'm going to find out in my handy dandy notebook, which you're going to see a lot of. If I would have it, because my script is in Cincinnati with my lovely family, because they said that they would help. Because I don't have a digital copy because I lost it, and so the physical copy is in Cincinnati, and they're going to digitize it for me, so I don't have to spend like another year working on it. But so what I do have is in here. La-di-da. I guess I do not have it anywhere. I have a full timeline. Full. Oh, well, you can't see it now. There we go. It's like a 2-page long timeline of everything. Yeah, no, I guess I don't have it. I don't remember. We needed a beginning scene. And this is the scene that we came up with, and they're doing that.
Editor Ryan here. The scene RK is talking about was meant to be Henry and William meeting for the first time. This scene was later reused in Season 2, Episode 10.
This is basically meant to just patch up, hey, there's a big time gap in between Episode 1 and 2. It's more of a recap, this little scene.
This one, also kind of weird. What do you think of it?
It's a bit creepy.
Bit creepy. This... a little too sexy.
Yeah.
No. And here's the final one.
I don't know.
Maybe just stick to the old guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, stick to them.
Let's stick to the
See, this is just some stuff we're finding.
We go into this. This is when I realized, this is when I finally got the video editing software that I use to this day, Wondershare Filmora, not sponsored, but we could be. Yeah, and this is when I started. Then I started using all their stuff for that, and you can see, like I said in the last episode, I made a bunch of intros, but they all had watermarks, and so I had to like cheat and get the watermarks out or crop them and everything like that. So you can see baby's head in the background from the one that for the original one for this one. We'll see that for a few more episodes, and then they'll die down when I ran out of energy to make them.
Why is everybody
Great. Awesome. This is
What do you mean I
when...
can't quit?
You can't quit until your first 7 nights. Look.
Oh! That's my dead dog! Oh my... Okay, so... Cameo, I guess. So... Biscuit... was our family dog. For like... 13 years, I think. We lived in Memphis when I was a kid, and so we got him there. And then we've had him, I think it would have been like 13, 14 years. And he made it into a scene, but we sadly had to put him down a few years ago just because he was getting really old and stuff like that. Rest in peace, Biscuit. I love you.
Time you're done with 7 Nights at Freddy's.
We have Caleb again as Mike Schmidt.
Alright.
He's holding a Wii remote because I thought it looked close enough to a 90s phone, I guess. And then we're back.
Hello?
And then this is where I
Hello?
finally
Well,
found,
if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2,
What is that? What? What is... It's an art... It's like too big to just be like a
well, if you're
artifact.
hearing this and you...
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think what have happened is just we did stabilization on some shots just because the camera was shaky because it's our phone, us holding our phones and stuff. So that's what my guess is for what it could be. I don't know, and it's just glitched out, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, this is when I found my voice effect for Phone Guy. I don't remember. I don't think I was able to recreate. I think I was able to recreate it the best I could. I wasn't able to keep it for season 2 just because of such a big time jump in between. I don't think I have that saved anymore. How to do it?
You made it to day 2, congrats! I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to get more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place.
I think this phone call was done when we did episode 1.
Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I hear he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so, hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right?
I think the next
I also wanted to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera views, and those blind spots happen to be right outside of your doors, so...
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait a minute.
Your camera views and those...
Okay, so he's pushing the light button and the
blind spots
and the doors
happen to
closing,
be right outside of your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door lights.
Wow.
You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that.
There's me. Let's see if we can get it.
You would be in any danger.
There's me in the Foxy head that's too small for my head, so you can see my chin there with like a piece of like a broken laundry basket taped to my chest.
Danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate's Cove from time to time. The character there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the camera remains off for long periods of time. I guess he likes being watched or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
We see an anime. Oh yeah, no, that must be it. All the footage was glitchy so much, so I put the glitch effect over it to make it not look as bad. That must be it.
Oh gosh.
That's so weird. I hope that's not for all these episodes. It's been a while since I've actually watched these. Because crazy enough, when you spend so much time editing videos you're in, you don't want to watch yourself in those videos. So by the time you finish editing, you haven't. By the time I finish editing these, I don't watch them all together. I just watch to the point where I need to make a change and then just go from there. I think some episodes in season 2 I watched all the way through, but like most of these I haven't seen all the way through. Actually watching them. So yeah, maybe I made a lot of mistakes and not realize it because I'm like editing as a high schooler. I'm editing all these during my senior year, and it's like 3 a.m. by the time I'm finished editing these. I have like a paper due the next day or something. But yeah, that's FNAF 1. Like I said, there was a lot more stuff I wish in the last episode talking about how there's a lot of stuff we had planned for Mike Schmidt and for all the whole FNAF 1 thing to be a lot more prominent than what it is, and a lot better quality than what it is. But it just ended up not being... It just scheduling wise and stuff like that, we just weren't able to make it the way that we wanted it to be, basically. But still, I'm happy with it. I'm glad how it came out with what we were able to do. That is what I'll say. If I could do it now, would I do it? Absolutely. Let me know in the comments if you want us to remake FNAF 1 for the series. Yeah, let us know, and we will, if you guys want us. Oh, yes, no, I need my other headphones for this. Oh, that's right. Woo, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. I have my I have earbuds in now, so if you see me, real quick, so if you see me messing with my earbuds, I have sensory issues, and it's messing with me. I promise I'm fine. I forgot. Here, in season 1, I got really into binaural audio and stuff, which I discovered I could do on Wondershare. So I would be doing that a lot, and I think this is like the heaviest episode where I do that, and so I just wanted to make sure I had it in to get the whole effect. But yeah. Going into this, there it is. You guys can hear it either way. My headphone only has half of it working, which is why I had to swap for context. If you hear the music, you'll recognize it if you saw season 2, because because Logan reworked this song and did it into Afton's theme, which we see in like 50 billion times in season 2, especially with the Springbok scene. You'll all love that. But yeah, this is Lullaby of the Leaves. The version that we're using I found from I think Squimpus McGrimpus used it in his FNAF tapes series. Also, real quick, I know there was some drama with him and stuff like that, and I know there's some drama with I'm going to mention some content creators and stuff in the FNAF community that have a lot of controversy and stuff like that. I do not stand by them. I do not stand with them. At the time, there wasn't controversy, and I was using their content for inspiration for FNAF, for this series. So if I reference them, I'm referencing the content, not the content creator, if that makes sense. I like the art, not the artist, if that makes sense, the best that I can explain. But yeah, no, Squimpus McGrimpus used the Lullaby of the Leaves in one of his tapes. And then I was like, oh, I really like that. Let's make this the Afton theme. And then this became the Afton theme. Oh, I also realized, I also got a bunch of colored light bulbs, and so you have like the red and the pink one on both sides and stuff like that for Afton's Bloodlust, and then Afton's Insanity, if that makes sense for the lighting, and then the purple and the orange just drown in the colors and stuff like that, which I'm really happy with. This is just a lot of stuff connecting Afton to Susie and all his stuff like that. Yeah, no. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. He looks at the camera at some point. Yeah. Maybe? Or I'm completely lying. I'm completely lying then, I don't know. Yeah, but no, at this point, we came into like, how Afton is going to be for the rest of the show is how he's going is like, this is where we start Afton for the rest of the show. He is evil. He is irredeemable. He is not a good person. And you should not, and I don't want the audience to root for him at all. He is bad. Hate him. Hate him. He is evil. Because a lot of the stuff that we see, especially with, sorry Matt, but we see with game theory a lot, is they give Afton a backstory and a motive to be like, oh, he's just broken and stuff like that. Like, he, in our version, our Afton is not broken. Not in a way where it's like, oh, the world was just horrible to him. All of this is his own doing. Everything that you're going to see that happens to him is his own doing. He is responsible for everything. And so you should not, I don't want them to sympathize with him. I don't want you guys to sympathize with him. He's a villain. He is a bad guy. I said this in the last episode, so I'm going to not stop it there. But he is like meant to be a bad guy. And we will explain more the more and more we learn more about him. Oh my goodness. I love that. No, that's the sound discs, obviously. I'm sorry if you have hearing problems or anything like that. You're gonna get a lot of that in the next few episodes. I wanted the sound discs to be just like that. I think we changed it a little bit just to make it not as loud and stuff, but for this we wanted it to be like, bam, this is what it's going to be. So if you hear that in the future, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the sound discs, and he has little chips that he's holding, like how it is in the graphic novel, because I wanted to make sure it's like that and not like an actual disc thing. We had, I don't have it with me, we had an original version that was like an actual disc with a little button and a light on it that would blink on and off, like how we see in Sister Location. We didn't end up using it just because I wanted to keep it all uniform, and I like that look because the graphic novel came out at the time and that's how they looked. There's Kaylin again, and you can see we have a little photo, the photo with Afton and Henry that I have. I tried to make sure there was always a version of it, and we'll see that in future episodes and in the future seasons. We'll see that version, not that same photo, but we'll see the same idea in everyone. And there's Kaylin again as Elizabeth Afton with a lovely drawing.
And ice cream to go with
and a lot of ice cream.
They get any more of that.
That's a computer, not a TV, fun fact.
Daddy,
Yes, Elizabeth?
are you going to pick a new restaurant?
I don't know. I haven't thought of it. Would love to, though. You know what, Elizabeth? Yes, I am gonna open up a new restaurant.
I don't know. Wow, if only the scoop might relate to something. I don't know. No, but yeah, I think that's an understandable, like, oh, that's the nod to it, just in case, because some of you guys are idiots. Idiots. This is our original version.
There's no doubt that you've cheated.
This is
on
ours.
life.
Okay, well, this is a lot for me. I'm turning the audio down. There we go. This is our season 1 version of Circus Baby, because Yeah, obviously she looks a lot different in season 2, but this is our original. This is our original version because I was like, oh, we'll just do everything with cardboard and stuff, how we do with all the other guys.
Level. These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
I didn't realize
She can
such
dance,
low
she can
quality.
sing,
I'm
she's
sorry,
put
guys.
the
I did not
building
realize
really
such
great,
low
really
quality
hide her fingertips.
footage.
Big
70,
song request. She
720.
needed to dispense ice cream.
I'm
With
so
all
sorry.
due respect, those aren't the design choices we were
were
curious
talking
about, Mr. Afton.
I said it wrong. That's so cool.
Don't
I'm so glad I'm getting ads and not making any money from it. But you know how I could make money? If you guys just if you guys just like and subscribe. And then we go into FNAF 2! I think actually, if I'm right, this music is called like "Don't Look Away" or something like that. I don't know. It's meant to. I think it's meant to. It's like a ominous title, I think. But yeah, this scene, like I said in the last episode, this scene was supposed to be in episode 1, but just time-wise, we weren't able to do it. We did an original version that you can see in the behind-the-scenes video of how I made a FNAF series. Boom. Yeah, I think that's all I was gonna say. This is Owen. We love Owen. I love him to pieces. He's he's a good friend. I love him to pieces. That's my dad's jacket.
Hello, and welcome to
Oh,
your
yeah.
new summer.
Here we can start to see the black plastic sets, which I don't hate. I like them. They work for what we need them for, and we still use them to this day for whenever we need a weird set like this, because it's a lot cheaper and easier to just get black plastic and staple it to a ceiling than to build full out frames and sets and flats and everything like that. And if we don't need a fancy set like that, then we don't have to have one. It's very cost effective, and it still gives the vibes and what we need.
Job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. The building can...
This scene, like FNAF 2 Night 1, we had a lot of... This one is when we try to keep a lot of continuity timeline-wise. You'll notice that Fantastic Four comic came out in the summer of 1987. Fun fact. I think... No, I don't have it here. I have it somewhere else. But no, that one came out in 1987, and we tried to make sure, for the most part, everything that we had at least looked like it was from the 80s. You'll also see with our second security guard that every security guard has like a very specific thing about him. We only have Mike and Jeremy for this season, but you'll see Mike is meant to be much more uptight and nervous about everything, and he always has like everything's all buttoned up. He has his flashlight all the time. And then Jeremy, he is like basically the exact opposite. In original drafts, he was like a party animal, and he would actually be late to work one night because he was at a party, show up hungover or something like that. I don't remember the exact details. But no, you can see like t-shirt, he has a drink in his hand and everything like that, comic book and stuff like that. Yeah, no, made sure they're different. Every security guard wears the same hat. That is the same hat that Mike wears, and that's the same hat that Michael Afton wears. And then our FNAF 3 guard as well in Season 2. Everybody wears that hat. That's the security guard hat. But yeah, and then we finally skipped the phone guy call.
So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be going. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to.
The toy animatronic, I don't know why. Most of the animatronics, I didn't like doing the arms. We didn't do arms for a lot of these guys anyway. Toy Freddy had arms. Most of the Withered animatronics had arms, but Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica just didn't. I don't know why. I think I just didn't want to. But it still gets the idea. And also you get the sound effects for the animatronic sound to actually hear how they operate.
To keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
ready to party?
Sure thing, Bonnie. Oh, oh, oh.
That's what I think. I think that's pretty convincing gameplay from FNAF 2. I don't know what you think. And then we have the infamous Balloon. Oh my goodness. Everybody hates Balloon Boy, and we hate shooting with Balloon Boy. He is a prick, he is selfish, and he never pays attention. He does not do his job correctly, and then he'll just show up and then laugh. He'll show up late to shoots and everything like that. So when we had him, he had wheels on him and everything like that, but they weren't good wheels, and it was a garage floor, so it was very unbalanced and stuff like that. And so it was hard to get him to actually just move properly. And he kept yelling at us and calling his agent about quitting, but he is an inanimate object, and so he couldn't quit, which is the weird part. But yeah, it's fun. I think he actually spilled liquid. I think he wanted to. Either it was empty already, or Schrodinger's cup, it was empty or it wasn't. I don't remember. Mango. You can tell which animatronics I love more by what we were able to do with them. There is. Oh, you guys actually don't. This audio.
What the?
No, but yeah, no, with Freddy, I'll probably show a photo of, there's like a whole endoskeleton thing in his head, under his mask and stuff like that. I'll show it. But no, the Withered Freddy, the top part of the head that Jeremy wears and stuff like that, that was made when we did episode 1, because we were supposed to do FNAF 2 Night 1, it's obviously. And then we made the rest of the head around that part, so you can actually just take it off, and obviously that's what he wears, and then that's what we put on Withered Freddy when Withered Freddy's on camera, and stuff like that. Yeah, I think so. That's just a lot. Audio's really choppy. I remember when this episode came out, and I was like, oh, I'm so proud of the audio and stuff like that. But it might also be just very old, condensed files just rotting away on a hard drive, finally being re-uploaded. So it might just be that. I thought I was gonna burp. That's mine.
Let's take another trip. This time to see how ice cream is made.
And welcome to Circus Baby's Pizza World.
Daddy,
Yes, Elizabeth?
Daddy, why won't you let me play with it?
Because I want you to be safe.
Daddy, you let the other children.
Why is it so quiet? I don't know why.
Because they can play with
I'm not gonna do captions because I don't want you to see the secrets. Not that there is any secrets.
I said no, Elizabeth.
These flying pistons produce a pressure of 2,500 pounds per square inch for the homogenization process.
Daddy, she can make balloons. Have you ever seen her make balloons? Oh, Daddy.
This is Kaylin's voice, but at the time she was like, well, at the time we needed her voice lines, she was like 3 years older than what we originally shot with her and stuff like that, and so her voice was a bit more mature, so we had to pitch it up a little bit to sound like a little girl.
Did I hear a small boy or girl?
Elizabeth?
I told you to stay away from her. I told you. I'm sorry. I told you not to go near her!
She's wrapped in a blanket. I promise. This is... So, we found this music and put it in, and then, like, a year later, it was like a TikTok sound. This is Lucifer Waltz. The Lucifer Waltz by, I don't remember. the name, it'll pop up. I'll make sure to have it in the credits. Or actually, I'll just put it here in the video. Like, bam. You're really pushing your luck, Scoob.
Hello? I don't understand. I know it was an accident. Everything is okay. I'm still here. Will? Will, please say something.
Our violent Aston wasn't able to actually shoot stuff with us, and so we just had to record lines, and that's why we had the 8-bit,
Hey!
like...
Why did you go down there? You can't go down there. You can't. You can't!
Anyway, so like I said, we use a lot of 8-bit minigame style stuff for what...
Honey, I know it hurts, but...
No, I'm
For
fine.
stuff we can't do in person.
I know what to do. No! Not now!
Will...
Elizabeth died because of me. It's my fault. If you want to leave, then leave. See if I care. Dad, what's wrong? Nothing, son. Go back to bed. Everything is working perfectly.
Yeah, no, I remember doing a music read through where I would just I had all the music picked out, and then I would just read through the script as the music would play and stuff like that. And then when we got to that last scene where after like the morning and stuff like that, obviously, like I said, there's a lot more was written than was actually than what actually made it into the final cut. Obviously, we had a whole scene where we would see the start of the graveyard that we see in like FNAF 6 and stuff like that. It would be like Susie's gravestone would be off in the the next hill over. Then we'd have where like throughout the show we would have like the Afton kids' gravestones be put in there. But obviously we weren't able to do that just because time, and we were able to actually shoot at this point of season 1. This being the summer of 2021. So I was just about to become a senior in high school at this point. But yeah, the nice little FNAF 4 intro teaser I liked. I'm really proud with how FNAF 4 came out when we did that. That might actually change given my disdain, that's the good word, for some of the audio that we had in here, but I hope it's fine. Is there anything here? Yeah, no, it's just thanks for watching. Let's go ahead and go into episode 3. Like I said, episodes 2 and 3 were written together, in during the pandemic, when lockdown was all happening and stuff like that. I wrote those 2 episodes. We shot a little bit of it, and then we shot some more progressively, and then by the time the spring of 2021 came, I wrote episodes 4 through 9 of season 1, and then we just shot everything together. But yeah, let's go into episode 3. Best view with earbuds. But watch out, there's a lot of audio.
Good morning, son.
Good morning, Father.
Did you sleep well?
No.
Oh, we get Randall.
Interesting.
We get Randall. Love him to pieces. Awesome
I made
actor.
flapjacks for breakfast.
That's
They're
our
on the
crying
table.
child.
There's slapjacks on the table, Michael.
Go screw
Thanks.
you, Michael.
Boys, I have to go over to Freddy's today. Would you want to come with me?
I think I'll stay home.
Same. We'll stay home. Okay, then. I better go now. I have presents for both of you in the study. Don't leave the house. Henry and Emily should be here around 5.
Oh, music. Yeah. No, I talked about music a little bit. But, for season 1, the lovely HB Logan music channel thing, bam, was not our composer just yet for the channel, and so I had to just source music on my own. A lot of Kevin MacLeod, love him to pieces, but we also used some music from Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, that soundtrack. Don't copyright me, please, I promise, it's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, we used a lot of that music, so you'll hear that. So any of my Full Metal Alchemist fans, if you want to call me out on it, too bad, beat you to it.
I'll be back around 4. Behave. Bye.
Your brother's quite rude to you, isn't he? Your father's gift to him doesn't help it either.
Oh, this thankfully, FNAF VR, the Halloween DLC came out around the time we started making these guys, and so I was able to, okay, at least we have a game accurate mask. Fred, second, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Who you gonna call? Yeah, this guy, this was a Dollar Tree bear that I trimmed up and then made the hat and bow tie, and then I obviously, the eyes, I put some dabs of hot glue to make them bigger and creepier, and then obviously the Sharpie on the snout and all that stuff.
Have you had a dream before?
Yes. Have you ever had a dream where you wish you...
Sometimes they can be scary too.
Yeah, they can.
Do you know what I mean? Well, that's good. Can you tell me about some nightmares you've had, maybe?
No. I had a really bad nightmare where I was doing YouTube videos of my FNAF series, and I was doing like a director's commentary on it. Anyway. But yeah, to summarize, I'm really happy with this graphic. And then we just jump right into FNAF 4 Night 1. Which, oh yeah, when we cast Randall and everything like that, he was like, hey, what costume? I was like, hey, do you have any of these bits for your costume? And he was like, oh, I think I have something. Send me a photo of the character. And so we sent him a photo of the crying child and stuff like that. And then he was like, oh yeah, I think I have some stuff that would work. And then he did his hair and everything. Like, he is the most game accurate in this entire show. I will tell you that much. The most game accurate. And we love it. You can actually see, oh yeah, you can see better here. I made sure, like the FNAF 4 teasers, to put Nightmare in every single bit. I think it's this one for sure. I'm pretty sure I did with all the other FNAF 4 segments. But yeah, you can see Nightmare in there better. This scene was such a fun scene to shoot because we were trying to figure out how do we do a mirror shot without getting the mirror. And then I have like a weird flashlight. Like it's a flashlight. I don't know why I said weird. It's a flashlight that like does a strobe effect with red, and that was awesome. Then we get Foxy.
Tomorrow is another day.
I'm so sorry. I'll let you hear the whole thing.
Tomorrow is another day.
Then another analog horror bit because we've been able to...
What's your name?
It's me, remember? Cassidy. I was here last week.
Ah, yes, that's right. I remember now. I guess you really like Freddy's if you're here again.
Yeah, I don't like the other kids. They're annoying.
Trust me, I know. Where are your parents?
Dad is in the bathroom.
Where's your mom?
I don't have one.
Ah, I see. I didn't have a mom either, and my dad was really, really mean. Is your dad mean to you?
Not really. He's nice.
Well, you're one lucky carrot. All my friends...
Hi, I'm back. My roommate self the smoke detector by mistake. But yeah, we're back now. What I was gonna say? Oh yeah, no. This is when I start cooking with the 8-bit scenes because you know I'm not an animator, and so this is literally just me in my video editing software, just keyframing every little. I guess that's animating. I don't know why I said it wasn't, but just me keyframing every little bit of this. But yeah, you obviously got Susie, who's clearly been stuffed in the suits and semi-spring locked. Because we had the Withered Animatronics partial spring lock suits, if that makes sense. I'll explain it a bit more when I get my thoughts together. And what they're spring lock templates, I guess. They're like meant to be more animatronics, but they can be worn, which is why Jeremy's able to like wear the Freddy head and stuff like that. And so because we had a more like, oh, the suits need to be deadly, but when you actually think about how animatronic suits work, there's no room, like the suits can't be taken off. So you can see, I'll show you, like, here, show a photo of the animatronic, of like an actual animatronic right here. You can see that it's not like, oh, it's hollow on the inside because there is an endoskeleton and stuff like that. That's not a thing. These, not in a way where you can stuff someone into an animatronic suit. And so for the most part, all of these animatronics in our version are semi spring lock. They're much more like what, ironically enough, when we were working on this, we didn't know about this yet, but like in hindsight now, they're very much meant to be like, oh, this is for the mimic and those kind of suits. This is meant to be like for a mimic to come into each animatronic costume, which makes a lot more sense in hindsight. But at the time, we were just like, that's not how animatronics work, so we're gonna make them semi-spring lock suits. There you go.
Freddy and Foxy be nice to you?
Freddy is cool, but Foxy's a little scary.
Yeah, he's scary.
We redid
Gold
this
something
scene in Season 2.
Yeah, Gold.
Glad
He's a
for it.
friend. Shiny, gold, and he gives great hugs. And he loves to play dress up. Do you want to meet him?
Yeah.
Well then come on, follow me.
What is? Sorry guys, I was. We're doing a FNAF. We're talking about FNAF, and like fires or something like that. It's the craziest thing. Sorry. Yeah, no, but I actually am curious.
Loves to play dress up. Do you want to meet him?
Yeah.
Well,
because I have this still image, the original one, but I don't think I have that one. I have to check. If I do, Ryan, put it up here. Boom. But no, that's interesting. Cause that is just a flashlight that I put in there to glow, and it looks cool and creepy.
Follow me.
Then we go to next night. I'll show some more behind the scenes footage after this in a second. There's Nightmare again. We're looking around. The crown jewel shot is the shadow. We were really happy with this shadow and how it came out. That's my old room. Fun fact. We shot this at like midnight too. My family was here, and so they they got to hear a lot of screaming. Yeah. Ryan, show the behind the scenes for this bit. Bam.
Okay, Randall.
Simon, can you take some photos? I want to see it. Well, actually, just take the video right now.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Am I where I should be?
Put your arm down because it looks like you're walking really funky. All right, try crossing over.
How high is almost on the ceiling?
Yeah, well, right about there. I guess that would be good because we need him tall. So try it now. Oh, dude, that's really cool.
Yes!
Dude, yes!
I saw it with my own eyes. Did you see that, Randall?
Chill. Oh my god. Wait, I was looking over there.
Yeah, look at your shadow. Look at your shadow.
And then we can have him fade away real quick
Yes.
before Randall looks back over at his shadow. So we can have him looking at the camera, and then have Bonnie do the arm thing. Have him switch over.
I smell a thumbnail.
I smell. Say works. Try it now. Oh crap!
Action. Off. On. Off. On. Off. On. Off. On. Off. Cut.
That's going forward, so just don't forget
More
the
FNAF.
music box.
Wait! Is Owen barefoot?
That's go full.
Why is he barefoot? His shoes are... Oh, I never noticed that. Owen is barefoot. I don't know why I'm... I didn't notice that. Oh, you're gonna see the best scene in the entire season.
Won't be a problem. Have a good night and talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, hi, Chica. Oh. Hi.
His little belly button too and everything. It was funny to me, and that's all I care about. We had a whole different scene planned out. No, because we were gonna make a Markiplier reference, and he was gonna do like in I think it's his second FNAF 2 video where he plays through the game the first time. He's like staring down Toy Chica and having this whole monologue and stuff like that, and then he wins the night and everything like that. But then on the day of shooting, I was like, you know what would be funny? That scene would be funny. Then we did it. Yeah, the beak also obviously came off. We just used Velcro on the beak and stuff like that. My dad helped me with the beak because I just can't. Chica is my least favorite animatronic to make, just because I don't know why. I just don't like Chica. We just used Velcro and stuff like that because the beak's hard to do, especially when it's supposed to come off and stuff like that. And I'm broke, and so I'm not gonna buy stuff to make it work. I could have used snap clips. No, but it was curved. The beak was curved too. We could have used snap clips. That would have been smarter. No, because it had to come off quick. That's why. Never mind.
Look, Michael, your brother's all alone. Aw, how cute.
There's Nick. There's Nick. There's Nick. And then we have Mick. And then we have Logan, Trainer, who we see in a little bit of videos. I'm trying to get him on stuff. Let me know in the comments if you want him to come back. You guys have never seen him in any content other than films, but let me know. Then we have Josiah wasn't able to be there, and so we have Logan filling in for Mike.
Oh yeah.
Guys, let me out! It's not funny! Please let me out!
I'm really glad. So when we were doing, at the point we were doing the show, like they were taking up a lot of room because I was working. We had a sunroom at my old house with my family, and we had a sunroom, and I would just work there and build all the animatronics and store them there. But then my dad was like, Ryan, we're gonna redo the sunroom, so you can't do that. And I'm like, where am I gonna put this stuff? And so he made me these little shelves, and I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad. So we have a lot of shelves that we just put up and stuff like that to put all these costumes on, and it worked when we only had like 15 costumes. But then we got a lot more, and then we eventually got a storage unit. He looks so game accurate. His design is just awesome. I love how he came out. And then this is the first time I've had to be Afton. That's me. That's me. With a ginormous butt. Just beautiful.
Michael? Yes, father?
You can tell when we had the voice stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the mic wig. There's a wig on there that you can see. We'll find it. We'll find a better spot where you can actually see the wig and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's a really curly wig that we've used a few times throughout shooting stuff. Oh yeah, also, Josiah plays Michael and William, because the original idea for the show was for like, because, you know, it's sister location, Michael looks just like William, and so like, well, let's just have the same actor play him. But in between season 1 and season 2, Josiah just was not able to do it anymore, and so we were like, okay, that's fine. And so I became William, and then Caleb Mantle came up and played Michael Afton, and he did a great job with that. But anyway.
Father.
There's a thing in the thing.
Oh, that's specific. Go home, boys. I love this bit. Once again, and then here I just wanted to show off more versions of like just the evolution of Afton is these episodes you're just seeing Afton become more and more Afton. Oh, also this is meant to be more like how
Well then come on, follow me.
Purple Guy wasn't actually probably not purple, he was just a figure in the shadows with 8-bit mini games and stuff like that. Black was just the background, so you couldn't have a character that was black.
You'd better watch out.
For shadows.
I hear they come to life at night.
And
If
so,
you
this is
die,
our
they'll
little-
hide your body and never tell anyone.
This is basically
Why
him
do you look
slinking
so
into
worried?
the shadows and taking care of Cassidy for good. Ugh. This is another song from Squibs McGrimpus's FNAF tapes. This is an unintentional nod. Oh, well, we'll go back to it. This is an unintentional nod to, I think it's Princess Quest. There's like rabbits that kind of look like this in the game as antagonists in that. Ryan, show it on there, or just tell me how stupid I am if it's not true. But yeah, that was an unintentional nod, because I think by the time we did this, I think this came out like, because what, Security Breach came out in December, and I think this came out originally in October, I think. Something like that. Yeah, because that's when we were doing one video a week.
So you met my son earlier.
Love this shot.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Oh no. It's okay. It's fine.
Then the eyes close. This was the sound effect. The sound effect was literally me with like some styrofoam and a screw, I think it was, and me just like doing like, and then just me making on. Oh, ASMR warning, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, no, those were really good shots, because it's basically, if you didn't catch on to that, Cassidy was, Afton thought he killed Cassidy and stuffed them into the Golden Freddy suit, but they ended up living and scaring the crying child, and Afton was like, oh, well, we can't do that. Good thing it was the kid that keeps getting hallucinations and nightmares on purpose, and so I'll just finish off the kid. And so he kills Cassidy with the spring locks. And so not only does he kill her and stuff her in and stuff him in the suit, but then he triggers the spring locks to kill them again. Which is why we get the more memorable, the one you should not have killed twice. Later that night.
Not again, Will. What are we?
The M&M's phone. So my first ever job was like a Goodwill knockoff sort of place that my school worked with. It was horrible. It was the first job, so it was gonna be horrible. But basically, we could like donation stuff like that, and the M&M's phone came in, and they were like, it's broken, let's throw it away. And I'm like, can I just take it home with me? And so I took it home. And then my dad and I tried fixing it. We cleaned it up a lot and stuff. We might fix it later.
Not again, Will. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. It's not every day we have to deal with a missing child at Freddy's.
I don't think you're taking this seriously. Not only did 2 children go missing.
What do you mean? I want to find those kids as much as you do. I say we keep an eye out.
And do nothing?
I'll run a background check on the employees if that helps ease your minds.
Thank you.
You can hear Logan change the script page.
I'll call the parents and try to see what I can do.
All right, I got to get home. Michael keeps bullying his brother.
Ah, gotcha. Maybe I'll have to deal with that someday.
All right, we get it, you're engaged. Well, I'm married, so take that.
Whatever. All right, get out of here. I got work to do.
Yeah, no, but we were, once again, time, just scheduling wise, it was hard to do this show. There was supposed to be, like, throughout the show, you would get phone calls like that with Henry and William, like we saw in episode 1, we seen in episode 3. Like, my hope was for every episode to have a Henry and William moment where we show their friends, and we show eventually when Henry finds out the truth, we see that falling out and stuff like that. Just a lot of stuff that I was hoping to do, once again, just ended up not happening. And who knows? Maybe we'll remake all of season 1. No, we're not. No, when we've... No, no. Maybe.
Hello. Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid...
Oh yeah, let it be put on the record. That Toy Chica scene, that was Josiah. I just wanted to put it on the record. He doesn't watch these videos anyway. I just want to put it on the record. That was him, not me.
Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead, you know? Go limp. Then there's a chance that they'll think you're an empty costume instead.
They'll think.
Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a meadow skeleton into you. I wonder how that'll work. Yeah, never mind, scratch that. It's best you just don't get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Yeah, this episode was already packed. Oh.
Gosh, I have to pee.
Gosh, I have to pee. Oh, man. Yeah, no, but, I'll stop recording on OBS, because you don't need that, because we're done with that. Anyway, yeah, no, the episode was already going to be packed with all of the FNAF 4 stuff that was going on. I did want to make a whole thing with FNAF 1. Anyway, even though I think this is actually the shortest episode of season 1, not even joking. Oh, no, this is not. This is one of the longer episodes. Wow. I forgot how short these were. This was before we were like, oh yeah, let's have like a time crunch for it. But no, anyway. Yeah, that's episodes 2 and 3 of season 1 of my Five Nights at Freddy's series. I'm trying to think, do I have anything to add? I just burped into the mic, I'm sorry. Do I have anything to add? Let's see, is there anything in this lovely notebook that has any words of info for me to share with you guys to make your day just a little better? Because really this everything in this notebook is enough to like just make your day so much better. Like I'll look through this notebook and I don't even need to take my medications when I read this. Everything that is wrong with me is just fixed. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, no, this is revolutionary. This will definitely make you feel a lot better about yourselves. Yeah, no, here it is. Right